Alright, so this video is about dubia roaches. I went the dubia roach route after convincing my husband. Now, let's talk about my container. Something, again, I learned as I go. I had a container that didn't have latches before I got the roaches. And now I've got cats and dogs, and one of my cats jumped on the container, it fell over, and it just blew my mind. I realized that if I don't have one that latches on the sides, I'm going to have an issue with the roaches getting out. So, to show you what I'm talking about, this one clips up nice and tight. Okay, my cats knock it over. It hasn't happened, but if it does, they're not going anywhere. It's just going to be a mess to pick up. What I did some reading, and I found out that even though everyone says they can't chew their way out, if you get the screen door material that's fabricy, they can actually chew through it when they're adults. Now, mine don't get that big, but as a precaution, I went and I bought a metal screen. I got it at Michael's. I think it was about, I want to say $8, but at the end, I have the peace of mind, and I went crazy with the glue gun all around and duct tape. As you see on the back, there's the metal screen glued in like crazy, because I just don't want to risk it when summer comes. Now, in here, I'm going to stress, I am not breeding my roaches. I only have 2 lizards. I have a little leopard gecko and my bearded dragon. Now, the reason I like roaches, I tried the cricket thing. I don't know what it is about crickets, but they're just a pain for me to catch. They kind of creep me out, and then they also smell like fish, in my opinion. They just stink. So the Dubias made sense for me. In here, like I said, everyone does things differently, and I always stress that in my videos. Find what works for you and go with it. You have the water crystals down there, and then I use Dubia roach chow that I got online for cheap. This is the chow I use. Okay, nothing fancy. You can feed them vegetables, carrots. You can even give them your leftovers from your beardy. I do that too. And then over here is my water crystal bowl. Okay. Egg crates were easy for me to come by because my husband is a chef, so I can get them from his work. But you can see all my roaches in there. Doing really good. They like the dark, don't like to be bothered. Again, I'm not breeding, so you don't see a heat mat or anything. I'm just keeping them alive. I buy maybe 500 small to medium at a time. The reason I like them is they don't grow quick. They don't stink. Easy to take care of. And when you buy such a large quantity at a time, because they don't grow super fast, they actually last me on average anywhere from a month to 2 months. So it really works for me. The big ones, I do get a few big ones in there. Those ones I'm just watching. And I actually plan on separating the males from the females when they get bigger in smaller containers. But I do not in any way intend to breed them. You can. If you do, you're going to want to get a heat mat. And then there's a lot of really great resources on YouTube. This is what I just find works for me in my situation. Now, something to be aware of. My first time I ordered them on Amazon. I didn't really care for how they came to me. I actually went to Facebook, found a local reptile group, and from there I was able to find a local supplier for dubia roaches. So it's convenient for me, it works for me. If I were to order online, I'd probably go through rainbow mealworms. I haven't had any issues. I live in an area that gets a lot of snow and ice, and the live guarantee definitely comes in handy. Again, that would be my preference. Everyone has their own preferences. Again, those Facebook groups, in my opinion, huge help. Community reptile groups, even better. Okay? Yeah. So that's it. I just want to show you what I'm doing. I know a lot of people like crickets. I like the roaches. They can't get out of this container. They can't climb on smooth walls. One important thing to note, if you do go this route, you will want to clean your container. As you can see, mine's due for a cleaning. Because if it does get really dusty in there, they can try to climb out. But again, keep it closed. You're fine. I've heard of people using Vaseline along the top here to also help seal it, but I've never had to do that. Anyways, again, just another video, another thing I've learned. Dubias are the way I go. Everyone has their preferences. All right, bye.